Hi and welcome to free Excel tutorial videos. Today I'm going to show you how you can use subtotals and also pivot tables in Microsoft Excel. So now before I start on how you can use subtotal, I have here a spreadsheet of sales for various dates and also different types of products. Okay, like graphic design, networking, business software. So it's a long data. It's a lot of data, probably around 1,000 rows. So when you work with subtotals, you will be able to get a total for each of the product here. Okay, but before you do so, you need to sort your data accordingly. Okay, now I want to see the subtotal for the sales for each product. So I want to sort by the product. So let's come over here to this cell over here, come over to the data tab and select sort. Okay, I want to see the sales of the product, so let's sort by product and select ascending order. Okay. So we are interested in getting the totals for each product. So now we will select any single cell and let's go to the data tab again and select the subtotal function over here, icon over here in the outline category. So let's click on this and you will see a subtotal dialog box. Okay, what we want to do is select the product because that's what we are interested in. So by default the subtotal has chosen the date, but we're going to select product. And for the use function, we will apply the sum function. You see there's a lot of different functions over here. Okay, so we will choose the sum function and then click OK. Okay, so now the subtitle is in the outline group. So if you see over here at the left, you will see these outlines. There are 3 levels. Okay, level 1, let's see, will give us the grand total. Okay, and level 3 will be the data set that we were working on, and level 2 will give us the subtotal of each products. Okay, so we have the accessories total, the business software total. So if you and also over here we have this expand and collapse arrow. So if you click on this, you will see all the sales that is in the accessories. Okay, and if you click on another one, you will see sales in the different products. Okay, let's close this. Okay, let's take a look at the subtotal function. Okay, notice here that we have this subtotal function. And you see here number 9. Okay, these are the cells that we have in our data set and the arguments, and this number 9 here is because we are using the sum function. Remember that we chose the sum function when we were plotting the subtotal. So the functions are lined up alphabetically. So the sum function is number 9 out of the 11 functions available in the options for the use function when we want to choose to use the subtotal. Okay, so we have the subtotal for the products, but now let me tell you a big problem that most people get when they use when they use the subtotal function. Okay, say I have this subtotal summary, or you call it, and I want to copy this information and send it over to my manager or to a different department. You cannot just copy. Okay, let me show you how. Let's copy this. Okay, and let's press Ctrl C and we open a new workbook, Ctrl N, and let's paste this. Okay, what you will get is the original data. Okay, so we do not want this. Okay, So let's close this up. So in order for us to copy this data, we need to select the data, which I already did. Okay, so let's select the data, and then we have to use F5, a shortcut F5, to open the go to dialog box. Okay, and in here we have to click special. Okay, so in this area we have to choose the visible cells only. Okay, so if you click OK, you will see the selection. The data that I selected just now has a sort of like a highlighted color, and it's different from the cells beside them. Okay, so now you copy it, and let's open a new workbook, and let's press Ctrl V to copy. Didn't happen. I think I made a mistake. So let's do it again. You need to come over here, you have to press F5, go to special, you have to go to visible only, click OK. Now you copy, you see the lines in the data selection. So now we open a new workbook and we paste. So now we will get the data that we wanted from the subtotal. Okay, it does take a few steps, in order for us to do this. Remember, we had to select the data. We had to go to the go to box, and we have to go to the special and select visibles only. So it requires a few steps. Okay, and this is the drawbacks, a drawdown with a subtotal. And this is where PivotTable comes in. If you use PivotTable, you won't have to go through all this trouble. Okay, first, let's go to a different data spread. Okay, here I have a copy of the data set that I have just now, and I'm going to show that you can get the same subtotal by using the PivotTable. First advantage of using the PivotTable is you do not have to sort your data. Okay, you don't even need to write a formula. Okay, first thing you do is to select a cell inside the data set. Okay, come over to the insert tab and click on pivot tables. Okay, so Excel will automatically select the data range, the data set for us, and I'm going to create a pivot table in this workbook, and let's place it at this, just beside the information over here, and click OK. So now our pivot table is created, and we are going to, what we want to see is the subtotals of the products. So we are going to add the product. Okay, so as soon as we click here, you can see that it's added onto the row labels. Okay, and you don't have to do any sorting for this. Okay, and because we want to see the sales, we will also click on the sales, so it will be added into the value area. So with about 3 clicks, you can get a nice summary of the sales for each product. Let me just close this. Okay, so you can get is the same result as the subtotal that we have just now. Okay, so and with the pivot table, you can just copy normally, like you do when you work in Excel. Okay, so let's just select the data selection. Let's press Ctrl C, copy, and let's go open a new workbook and press and paste Ctrl V. So it actually copies the entire pivot table to this new workbook. Okay, so you see, this is how the subtotal function works. and also a simple way you can use pivot tables to get a summary of your dataset. Okay, so that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.